I will share the screen. Just give me some time. All right, guys. Yeah, because students are still joining on call. So let them join. And as the team managed mentioned that we start by 6:10. All right. His voice is clear. Just one moment.
Is it better, Mr. Kunal? Now I hope you can hear me. Perfect. Yep. So just wait for some time. Yeah, we start very soon. Thank you, team. Okay, so I hope you can see the screen now. All right. Yeah, cool. Good evening, everybody. We start the sessions in 2 seconds. Okay, just wait. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, guys, some of them saying very low voice comment. So, I mean, the, now you do check your internet connections. Sham. Yeah. So I think there is few things I just wanted to ask to everyone. So first thing, does my voice is clear to all? To all? Yes or no? Perfect. Perfect. Great. And I do see a lot of students, they raise your hands, they raised hand, and I will, don't worry, I will answer your call. I mean, I just unmute you, we can speak each other. All right. And I'll answer your questions at last of the session. Clear? I mean, the one who raised hands. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. All right. Now, the next one is I will tell you agenda, all those things. So each and every steps I will mention in the notepad so that a non-technical team, a non-technical student, and technical student can understand everything. Clear, guys. Now, I would request a learner to please, I mean, we can have we can have Q and A, question and answers, guys. Question and answer sessions at the end. And even though I said there are a few students raised, okay, I will speak with you, everyone. Pavan, Ashif, and Venkat Nagarjun. Just are you clear? So I'll, yeah, thanks. All right, guys. Now let's start today's sessions, and everything is noted here. And what is the today's? I hope you see the session content, all those things, but or else I will show it again. Okay, F11. So welcome to Naresh IT, and thank you for joining today's sessions. I do understand today Sunday, but still I try speak loudly. So guys, are you clear? So I'm speaking loudly. I want you to increase your volume, Mr. Surendra. Are you clear? Guys, are you understand? See, I'm speaking louder and the voice will be raised, but no need to worry. So I'm clear. So I want you to please increase your volume and fix your internet. Thank you, team. Great. So the today's sessions, which we have called exploratory data analysis, and what exactly sessions, and we call as a workshops on EDA. And the agenda of today's session, see guys, I will explain slowly so that everybody can understand. All right. So what is the agenda? What is EDA? What is EDA? And we understand deep understand about EDA and what is raw data. And before that, I'll mention EDA is very important for a data analyst and data scientist as well, guys. So this is the prime factor, prime technique to generate a clean data to build predictive models. Okay. And before I go ahead, let me discuss the agenda today. So what is EDA? Deep understand about EDA. And what is raw data? Share the sessions. Of course, yes. It is in live, Anas. All right. So guys, please don't post questions right now because I will talk to you everything at last. All right. What is raw data? Missing value treatment. And number point, what is clean data? Create clean data set for predictive models, variable identifications, univariate analysis, what is bivariate analysis, how to detect outlier, what is variable creations. And this is not only theory, this is not theory, guys. This is all hands-on practical, hands-on practical. All right. And I will explain theory first, and then we will go for practical. We'll go for practical immediately. All right. And then what practical we will understand, we'll build today. So first thing, we select data set, how to select data set, and we'll perform data preparations, and we will do data cleansing using pandas library, numpy library. This is the very important library for a data analyst. Okay. And we perform EDA using Matplotlib and Seaborn, and then we summarize and documentations of each and every steps, guys. Okay, and before that, I'll tell you the sessions. Its maximum goes for 1.5 hours to 2 hours, guys. Are you understand? So first you listen the sessions, and then we go back to the questions. I would humble request, please. We can have Q&A at last of the sessions, guys. So let me introduce myself. Let me introductions. Who am I? And my name is Prakash Senapathi, and I've been working 15 plus years as a lead, as a data architecture, as a developer, as a cloud and model deployment optimizations, many more, etc. Guys, lot of aspects I am into. And also I do trained many students like some of the Microsoft, Amazon, and Walmart. And also in the training programs, a lot of students also get placed. Some of the big companies like Adobe, Walmart, and all the students are placed. And I do see that some of my students also enrolled the workshops, and I appreciate for that. So please stay with me till last minute, and don't worry. So I will address your question at last. Thank you for understanding. And also I'm a Microsoft certified data scientist. I'm a Microsoft certified data scientist, guys. All right. And there's many more things. I hope you understand in detail of it, guys. Clear? This is all about my introduction. So let's start. Let's begin today. Thanks, guys. So the first concepts I'll talk about is what is EDA. A lot of people, yes, guys, see, I will tell you, as I said, please don't ask questions in middle. I'll come back to that. This session is YouTube live, guys. Okay, this session is YouTube live, all right? And I will share, you can find everything's in the YouTube. You can find in the YouTube after completions of the session, all right? Yes, that's right. Okay, guys, now let's talk about the first thing is what is EDA? So a lot of people, exploratory data analysis. I will coming back to the codes now. So exploratory data analysis, it is a data explorations technique to understand various aspects of the data. I mean, data explorations technique means this is to visualize the data. We can visualize the data, and also we can mathematic and statistical understand of the data, guys. I understand. So now let me talk about, so you, another question, we can also visualize the data in Excel, in Python, in R, in BI tool as W as well. I understand. So I mean to say that in Excel, when you visualize the data or when you present the data in the form of Excel, the data visualizations or explanations of the business is limited. Why I'm saying, if you open any Excel right here, I have one Excel sheets. And if you talk about that, so the Excel, the last row we have is how much, guys? I think 10,48,566. So Excel read only 10,48,576 records, guys. So now if you work in any of the any organizations, we have DB, we have database. So in the database, let's talk about, there's a company called Wipro, Accenture, TCS, Verizon, Deloitte. There are a lot of companies we have, Verizon and Deloitte and Dell. So do you think every organization's data till 10 lakh, guys? I don't think so. So we have terabytes of the data. We have terabytes of the data available in the organization's DB. Now, to represent these terabytes of the data and we understand meaningful informations of the data, we must need to write, we must need to code any programming language, guys. Any programming language. And we have many programming languages, and Python is topmost ruled in the world. So Python is, now you may ask a question, we can visualize and understand the data by Tableau as well. But here I will show you some of the data set. Let's talk about that. Did you see, guys, I have some of the data. So for example, there is a customer's, I'm talking about some of the employee informations, some of the employer and some of employee informations here, employee data set. What is meant by data sets? I can call as Excel sheet. We also called as data sets. Understand, team? In technically, in data science term, the one students who ever learn the codes, it's nothing. Data set is all about represents of the data in Excel sheets, and technical word of Excel sheet is called data set. Understand? And then, all right. So here, I'll give you something, guys. So just one moment. So let's talk about, in the organizations, data cleansing is very important. I mean to say that, so today we build an EDA projects and analyze the data in various way, Excel, Python, R, BI tool, all those things. Excel data visualization is limited. For big data, you cannot visualize the data in Excel. So today we build one EDA projects end to end with practical, and also Tableau can visualize when the data is cleaned. So for example, what is raw data? So I'll give you some of the data set. Now let's do this. There are some customers name. So we have customers, I mean, employee name and which domain the employee is working, and employee age, employee locations, salary of an employee, experience of an employee. Guys, let me tell you now, this is called raw data. What is called raw data? So I'll show you this one, raw data, the data that has not been processed before. Sometimes it is also called as a source data. I mean, the data which is generated from customers and the data which is generated from weblog file, HTML, XML. This type of data is raw data. Raw data, I can say that raw data, I can say that uncleaned data in the form of lot of values are missing and lot of it filled with lot of noisy characters. Understand, guys? Now let me tell you, whenever you work any organizations, whenever you work any organizations, you can find lot of data set which is raw, not cleaned. I'll give you some of the example. For example, if you see this, we have almost like, no, let me talk about this. So we have, let's talk about, I have some name of some of the customers like employee. The name is Mike, and the employee is working in data science and age is 34, location Mumbai, and salary and experience is 2 plus. So here what we have, so when we talk about data science, I do want you to understand this column. So Mike, Teddy, did you see the cap is there? Umar, so hash is there. Jenny, Uttam, the star mark is there. And now let's talk about data science, testing, data analyst, and analytics. And when an employee enter these records, so these values are missing. I have these records are missing. These records are missing. And we found some of the missing records as well. So let's talk about this. All these data sets are not cleaned. And today we write a program and we can understand how to make cleaned from this raw data to clean data. I hope everybody's understand today. And assume as this is workshops, we've been contained few records so that once you build this same steps, you can follow for big data as well if the data is too large. I will tell you all those things, guys, step by step. I want you to listen. And if you have any questions, you can note it down in the meantime, and we can discuss at the end of the sessions. All right. Thank you. So this is raw data. I hope understand. So the data that has not processed before, this type of data we hasn't processed before, and sometimes also called as source data. Data directly comes from customers weblog file like www.netflix.com. So data could be anything. So various type of data we have, that would be a different part. So data can be a image data, data can be a video data, data can be a speech, and data can be a text, and data can be a number. So many things we have, and all these data we have as a raw data, guys. I understand. Okay, now the next topic is, so today, before I clean, how can I clean this data? So how do I clean these variables? We can understand using some of the program, and let's start working on one of the program, guys. So we can say this is called Jupyter Notebook, and to build one from raw data to clean data, we'll use one programming language, and we can use Python, and this is called Jupyter, guys. All right, so the first thing, let's do some practical, and we have this one. So here, let me create a new notebook. And before that, to make the data set clean, we will use very important library called pandas. And how do we import it, guys? So we can say that import. So let's start working on it. And so what is the next step we're going to do? The next step we are doing as how to make uncleaned data to clean data using help of packages like Just one moment. Pandas and NumPy. Team, I hope understand everyone. Great. Guys, sound is clear? Dhananjay said sound is not clear. No, it's, I hope everybody's clear, right? Yes. So please guys, you check your internet and we can understand. And let's say I have some of the data and this is called raw data. And sometime a lot of people, when we entered these records in the Excel sheet, so a lot of things, sometimes we miss to mention the proper informations, proper spelling, these things. Now let me go back and I can start. So let me increase the font size. I hope you can see the screen. I can use as import pandas as PD. Understand you? So pandas is the data frame which used. What is pandas? So panda is the library or package which we used for data frames. So what is data frames? I'll give you a lot of practicals and then we can understand. All right. Thank you guys. Now here I will store some of the data sets we have. Let me show the locations where I stored this data. I'll go back and I have Cody, Naresh, and we'll conduct some workshops today. And this is called EDA. And this is the data I have, which is called raw data. When I click this, this is at XLX format, Excel sheets, guys, because let's go back and we can understand. This is what Excel sheets. We have these Excel sheets. Let's minimize. And I will, so this is the locations. Let me do it again. So this is my desktop. I'll click over the folder and I can open as workshops, EDA, raw data. So the when you click it, this is the file will open. Understand, guys? Let me close this and I'll open one more time. All right. So as, yep. So same data sets we're discussing right now. And today understand how we clean each and every attributes. And even though why it's take a lot of time for data scientists on data cleansing part, we discuss everything one by one. So let's go back and I will mention the locations as this is an employee informations. I can say employee is equals to import pandas pd.read underscore not CSV. As this is Excel file, I can mention this Excel and this is the raw string. So I'll apply R and two quotes. All right, guys. And let me share the file locations. Let's copy. And I hope you can also work along with me so that the workshop, it's not that I only work, you can work along with me and I hope you can understand. But first you listen and then after that I'll share all the files and you can also start along with you guys. All right. I mean, you can refer to the video and you can work with this. Now let's minimize. So so let me tell you. So what exactly I done? So I call my pandas framework. So I just PD, import pandas is PD. I'll create an employee objects identifier, guys. We can call it as identifier as well. So pd.read Excel, as if you see the extensions of the data set. One moment. So we have .excel cx. This is raw data, .excel sx. Now I'll mention read as Excel file and I can file workshop. Let's go back. I'll show you. So did you see, if you read this, we find there is an error, permissions denied. If you look at this, in this folder locations, in these locations, we have many files. And we got this bug because we didn't mention this specific data sets, attribute information. So let's copy and I can mention as raw data dot xlsx. Now let's go back and check. I hope understand. And when we called employee, I mean to say that we have the data stored in my laptop, data stored in the laptop, guys, data stored we have in my system. And I wanted to load this data in the program. So to load the data, we create a objects. I mean, what is meant by objects? I hope understand. So identify. So we create an employee. When we check this, do you see this, guys? Whatever the data we have in Excel sheets, I can load the file in my Python programming. I hope understand. So still, if you see whatever the data is missing over here, we can found as none, means it's a missing value. I want to show this Excel as well because this data is missing. So we replace as none. It replaces none as well. Understand? It replaces none, 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 all those things. So do you see all these things, noisy character? Now let's say if I present this data to the organizations, let's say some of CEO, CFO, business people are there, and if they cannot visual this type of data in their dashboard. I will come back, Abhishek, just wait. All right. So it's not understand, and the business is never have more. I will, Abhishek, please calm down. I'll talk about this, buddy. All right. Yeah. So I'm using Jupyter, guys. I'm using Jupyter platform. So here, when call as employee, we can read the file. We understand and read the file. All right. So once we read the file, let's say the first step, I wanted to see, let's say as at this workshops, I use few rows to understand two explanations in detail. And if you have 1 crore rows and 1,000 columns, you cannot count and do this, guys. Very simple. I have the data set I stored in the Excel in my system. Now I show those Excel sheets in Python program. Now let's say there is a function called shape, employee.shape. When we do this, we can understand this data set. Name of the data set is employee. Okay. And employee is the identifier, 6 rows and 6 columns. How many data we have, guys? 6 rows and 6 columns. And if we wanted to say that like length of employee, these are inbuilt functions. I hope understand what's meant by inbuilt, what's meant by user defined functions. There are two type of functions, guys. One is called inbuilt and inbuilt functions and user defined function. So in the inbuilt functions, let's say when you buy a laptop like Apple or Android, inbuilt the operating systems are installed. I hope understand. So let's go back. Yep, that's right. So here, length of employee, we can find how many length, guys? 6 rows we have, because as you know, Python index begins with 0. So we Right. So we start the program. I mean, how do we count? We count as 1, 2, 3, 4. But Python index begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, and all those things. Understand, team? Great. Now, length of employee is 6. And we wanted to know how many columns we have. So let's go back and I can say employee.columns, employee.columns. When we talk about this, we have these columns, guys, name of an employee, which domain the employee is working, and the age of an employee, locations of an employee, salary of an employee, experience of an employee. That means the employee name Mike, he is working in data science and his age is 34 years and from Mumbai, and salary is 5,000, experience is 2 plus. So this is not clean data. So that's what we are doing. We call the data cleansing, because in every data scientist journey, data cleansing takes very, very important role. Understand? So let's go back and we discuss this. So let's say if I want to know length, and let's copy and I can pass this here. So length of employee column. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope understand, guys. Now length of employee, we have 6 rows and 6 columns. Understand? So that's why we get shape means we understand the dimensions of the data frame, the dimensions of the data. So length of employee, we find the rows and we find the columns. Now the next step. The next step is, let's talk about, I wanted to know the informations of the employee. So let's go for, and we can talk employee.info. When we check this, so name, we overall we have non-null. So this is a pandas core frame, guys. Range index begins from 0 to 5, and overall we have 6 columns. And if you notice this, by default system understand object. If you talk about this, so is a, it's combined numerical and string. It's number and string. In data science, it is a cat text and some of the special characters. And Terry, this is some of the special characters we have. When we look at the data salary part, this is also consists some of the special characters as well. Understand, team? So here, employee.information. So overall, 6 rows. If you notice this, we have 6 rows. Do we have any missing values in the name? No, we don't have any missing value in the name. And in domain, we don't have any missing value. But in age attribute, so let me talk about in the data sets, we column names also called as attributes. or variable as well, team. Understand? So here, employee.info, we understand. But let's talk about this one. Age, we have two missing values. So if we go back to the age, we have four non-missing value, non-null, not null, and two is null part. And I hope you understand what's meant by employee.info. So informations give you the missing value of the data, the missing value of the data. Understand, team? So this is all about employee.info. Now, what we're doing right now, we try to analyze the data. We try to analyze the Excel data in the form of we're using pandas data frame, and we try to understand meaningful insights of the data, and whatever the exploratory data analysis steps we have, we are doing that. Now, the next talk about, I wanted to parse individual attributes. Now, when I say employee, so I hope you understand. We got entire data set, means employee is the identifier we create to store this data set. Employee is the identifier we created to store this data set. And next step, what we do now, let's say employee, and I can read the individual attribute. Let's go back. I hope understand. So how to get individual attribute informations from the data. Now the same thing when you do employee name, let's copy and we can, what is another one? So domain, let's do this domain and let's check this. We have, now we need to clean each and every file, guys, each and every attributes to prepare a clean data. And if you see this name informations, name attribute, we have Mike, this is clean, but Teddy, the special characters is there. In Uma, so we have what happened, the hash is there. This is not clean data. So I will make it clean and then we understand each and every step. I'll explain in practical, guys. So I hope understand data science testing the same way. Let's go back and we can talk about another attributes called age. I hope you can also do along with me, team, the one who interested. Now, employee age. Did you see age 34 years means here we combined number plus text. I hope in number we called as numeric, in text we called as category. And while we say this number and new data set, oh, okay. I'll share you, or else you can follow the sessions and I can share you later. You can do this, guys. All right. And if you want to do along with me, I can post the data set as well. I hope you can start works. So do you require, guys? Or else I will, let's complete that, then I will post at the end of the link, class link. You can find out, you can do it later as well. Okay, team. All right, so what happened in the employee age, we have it's combined string and number as well. It combines string and number as well. So this is what. Now let's talk about, let's go back, and age we completed. Locations also we done. See, I try to employ salary and experience. Let's copy and we can talk about that. Salary. And let me tell you, so we in the data frame, all the attributes, you need to call this attributes based on the same name. So if you mention small s, let's go back and small s, you will find then one moment. Yes, you get a bug, and the bug is salary key error because we never defined any small letter salary here. So let's go back and I will change to capital S and let's heading toward we find out the salary informations of the data set. And once we go back to the salary, we have another attribute which is called employee oops, experience. So how many experience, what is the year of experience of these employees? So the first row we have 2 plus. So what we do right now, we try to parse each and every individual attribute from the data set. Now what is the next step we're going to do? What I'm going to do, I will take the two things like employee and we'll go for, we slash only one attributes and let's heading towards another attributes we called as, just one moment. Oops. So here, let's stop the, okay. So employee name and domain. Now at this moment, we're trying to parse only one attribute. Now let me parse two attributes. Name, comma, we have domain, and domain, let's keep it in the string, and let's apply here, and we can check it. So I hope we can also pass only one attributes, but also you can pass two attributes, guys. I hope understand why we got this bug, because, okay, so I need to pass another square brackets over here. Let's check this. Oops, wait. Now let's check this. Team, are you getting me? So you can also, with using the Python data frame, you can pass one attributes or you can pass two attributes as well. And you can also pass multiple attributes. Let's copy, and you want to pass like three attributes as well. Just go back and age. So that why the reason being, I'm just doing very slow because everybody, even the non-technical team, can understand how to start program using Python as well. So we can pass with three attributes, and also we can pass with another age, and we have locations at once. Let's go back, locations, and we do see a lot of visualizations, guys, in today's sessions, salary, and the last part is we have experience as well. Okay, let's go back and we check this out. Understand, team? So what we understand, so let's say till today we done, we have data set in Excel, I mean in our system, in machine, and we call the data set in Python program using help of pandas data frame. And next step is we read the data set, and then we how to get data set length, I mean length, and check the columns, and then we check the informations of the data. We understood informations of the data, we understood. And the next one, how to read each and every individual attributes, we also discussed it now. We also discuss it now, right guys? Now let's talk about another one. Let's go back to the program and we can start. So I hope, let's go for data cleansing steps here. This is very important. I want to make my system to heading, and let's go for data cleansing. So let me check this out. As you said, employee name. When we click this employee name, oops, just one moment. So we have all these things, guys: Mike, Teddy, Uma, Jenny, Uttam, Kim. So we have these data we have. Now let me clean this one. So how to clean this file, guys? And I just wanted to remove this cap and hash and star mark, all those things. So what I'm going to do, so in pandas has a very excellent method called replace, string and replace. Let's going to do this. Let me copy this, and is equals to, let's apply this, and string, we have method called replace. And as this is, I mean, I hope you understand, in Python there is a concept called regex, regular expressions. Regular expressions, what is a regex, guys? We have like comma, dots, all special characters, comma, cap, percentages, slices, all the regex we have. We have multiple things in this part, right? Yeah. So import ray, very good. Ray for regular expressions as well, and those things will take care of it. Thank you. So now string dot replace, what exactly we have this one. So let's say I want trying to clean this individual attributes, which we have like 5 columns. String dot replace, and I'll go for R, read the string, and let's apply the backslash, means slash the, I mean, start work on the regex, guys, regular expressions. Let's go back to the W, and it would be replaced with empty string. And let's go back and we understand. Now it's done. So now let's copy this and check this out. Did you see, guys? Mic is already cleaned so that the mic is there. When we talk about Teddy, so the cap, cap is there. Now cap is gone, right? Umar. So the hash is there. The hash is clean now. Now let's go back to Jenny and Uttam. Star is there. I hope understand. I hope understand, guys, how we clean the first attributes called employee name. Let's go back and we talk about another attributes, domain. Now in domain, let me go back. Sorry. I hope understand you. Yeah. W for we, because we have lot of the formats. I will share you the reg expressions, guys, here. Just one moment. If you see, go to my LinkedIn profile, and I want you to share all the regex documents. The W means parse, we can parse all the special, characters, the noisy characters we have. For those reasons, we can use this. And I'll share this link to you in the chat window, or maybe I can post this here. I hope you can find out. Yes, guys. So this is regular expressions operations, and I'll share multiple operations we have in the regex. Now I'll close this, I'll copy, and why we use for dot, cap, hash. Understand these are the special characters. Yes, Devendra, and that's the reason we've been while characters W, we replace all the while characters to empty string. So that's why we use W here. I hope understand. So let's go back. Devendra, I hope you're clear. Yeah, thanks, buddy. So now the next step we have in domain also, these are the string, these are the text. When the data, when the category is text, we can also follow the same thing. Let's copy this, and I can use, and I'll change the attribute name, and let me check this out. And we can also go for, let's go back and we can copy this. Oops, just one moment. Employee domain. I hope understand. Now look at this, guys. Look at this. So here, all the data. Now before that, I just don't want to go up. I want to see this one data set. This part we cleared now. This part we clean now. Now we're going to clear this part, because each and every, you can never visual the data if the data is not clean. For example, you can visualize, but if you go back to the organizations, when you represent this data to the leaders, to the client, they don't satisfy to this, guys. I hope understand. Let's say you're watching what IPL matches, every IPL matches, if you find, let's say, Virat Kohli, the special characters. Does it make sense? No, never at all. So that's why we must need to clean. Now we clean this as well, guys, data science. Now let's go back to the age. Let's clean to age. We have numbers and we have text as well. And we have some special characters as well. And we have some hyphen, 67 hyphen here and 55 here. So how do we clean it now? Now let's implement same thing, and let's see what exactly happened. And this is called, the next attribute which we have is age. I'll go back to age now, and employee of age string dot replace W. So I'll tell you what exactly happened here. Let's copy and check this. Now let's age. Did you see 34 years we have? Still the data is not cleaned, because the moment when I apply while characters, so it will remove the, the cap, and like call, all the characters we have, special characters, and hyphen is cleaned. But years is there. Age, I'd better if I replace to 34 years to 34. Is it same meaning or not? Let me tell you, guys. Now I want you to extract these years. I want to extract these years from, I guess, getting me, these years from this text. Let's do this. What do we apply now? For this applications, let's go back. I'll apply extract. Now let's copy and check this. I'm not going to do for string replace. I will go ahead. There is a method called extract method. And from the extract method, this is not regex, and the strings I want to extract. So what I'm going to do, let's delete everything. And what I'm going to do, so let's open it, and I'll close this out, backslash D plus. So if the moment when I apply the D plus, what happened? It will be remove, and I don't want you to go for this one. And let's go back and we check this out. Great. So we extract the digits. I mean, let's go back. If you want to take, let's have a look at it. Check this out. I hope understand. Now let me show this one. So we replace this, I mean, all the special characters like hyphen, codes, all those things, and then we extract numbers from the text, guys. So here 34 years, it would be 34, 45 year, it would be 45, and this is definitely missing values, and we create as a none, and 67 years, it would become a 67, now 50 year, 5 years. Now, I hope understand, guys. So we also cleaned this attributes. Now, we need to do data cleansing is very important in organizations. Whenever you build any data science model for predictions or machine learning model for predictions, build the model is not that tough. Let me write it down here. Build the model is not tough. Data cleansing is tough. The reason why, if you have tons of rows, somewhere we need to miss anyone some special characters. So if the data science projects takes 1 year, if DS projects takes 1 year, so normally for data cleansing, it will take 4 months to 6 months team. I hope everybody's clear. And this is, and to know about more, I want you to follow my LinkedIn profile, which I'm going to post here. And you can see a lot of things and you can find out a lot of learning materials I posted over there. And everything is, and I hope ChatGPT, the new classifier, also released in the market, which I mentioned today. So I hope you can refer to that. Let's minimize and we can go back to sessions now. So we cleaned age attribute as well. Now let's clean 2 attributes, 3 attributes more. How to clean this? Let's go ahead and we understand one more time. So age attributes clear. Now let's see employee. Name is cleaned, domain is cleaned, age is clean now. Now let's go back to locations. I hope in the locations we no need to do anything, but still let's make this locations also the same thing. So let's apply, as this is not numbers are available. So let me go back and I can change to location and just go back and locations. Let's have a look at it. And now employee, and I can say, oops, locations. Great. So this is also, it's a cleaned. So go back to the sheet. This file also cleaned. This file also cleaned. Now salary. This is very important part. And if you see this guys salary part and how do we replace all the salaries? And let's do the same process and we can apply replace and then see definitely salaries we can replace with the same thing. Let's go back to this one and I can mention to salary and here also salary and it will replace and then employee and then salary. Just go back. We look at it. Great. So look at this now 5,000 it will impute it to replace to 5,000 and 10,000. If you see the salary informations, see guys, when we write a query in SQL database, let's say the data stored in the database. So we write the SQL query to extract the data from the databases. And whatever the user enters at the time of the source, same data will be printed. Now, being a data analyst and being a data scientist, most of the part we need to cleanse this file, and this technique is called data cleansing, and data cleansing is very important in any of this organization's team. Now, I hope understand, and this is we cleaned once again all the files we clean, guys. Now let's talk about the last part, last attribute, which is called experience. Look at this experiences. I need to apply two methods. First is replace and second method I need to apply as extract because we have some years greater than, less than. See, the Mike experience is 2+ year in the organizations, in an organizations. Teddy has less than 3 year experience and Umar has 4+ experience and Uttam has 5+ year experience. And based on the experience, his salary is given. So what we do, let's go for and let's clean the last attributes which we called experience. And first one, I can take this. Let's remove all the special characters of, or it's better I can start with not replace. Anyway, we know that like it's a, I can replace with extract. I hope understand. Replace with extract. Let me close all those things and I'll create an open bracket here, \d plus, then have a look at it. Great. Already I told you, Satya, this is wild characters to remove some special characters from it. Yes, Satya. Yeah. So let's copy and we can, I'll give you some of the documentations. Yes, Satya. I hope you can find out in detail part. Did you see this, guys? Now, Satya, I hope you're clear. Let's go back and salary part is clear. Yeah, we can do, see, yes, we can do anything, but I will tell you why Anikunda preferred all those things. I'll tell you later. So I'll answer to your questions, everything later, guys. So salary we cleaned and experience also we cleaned. Understand? Now here, experience, the data is 2 plus, less than 3, 4 greater than years, 5 plus years, 10 plus years. Now 2 plus experience. See, guys, do you remember when you mentioned in the resume, what's your experience? You can mention even the 2.6, you mentioned 2, less than 3, even though you mentioned, let's say 3. So this is what we clean the data over here. Now I'm going to clean all of them once again. So let's, I hope understand you. Great. Perfect. Control Y. Great. So what we understand so far, let me print my employee because this is identifier which stored all the data frame. I mean, all the clean data. I hope understand, guys. So what we done right now, we done raw data to clean data. I'll make a new identifier. Let's say clean hyphen data is equal to, let me copy this clean table and let's clean data we have. Are you guys understand? Now, what is the next step? Now, if you go back to, this workshops, the first thing, just one moment. Okay. So the first point, what is EDA? EDA is exploratory data analysis. What is raw data? I'll show you some of the, I just already showed right now what is raw data. In the raw data, a lot of data are missing and some special characters, some noisy characters is there. And we make the data to clean. But it's not clean because if you see that, if we see clean data, we have none values are there. We have none values are there. I hope understand. We have none values are there. Let's say you predict a stock market. In the stock market, assume you have Monday stock. Let's say, for example, petrol price predictions. Monday, the petrol cost is 10. Tuesday, it is 20. Wednesday, it is missing. Thursday, it is missing. Will you predict the Friday predictions? No. I hope understand. So what exactly I'm trying to say, let's say Monday, the cost of the petrol is 10 rupees, or maybe I can say it's 100 buck. And Tuesday, it is 200 buck. And Wednesday, we have some missing values here. Let's go back and we can question mark. Let's say there is a missing values. And Thursday, we have missing values, guys. Now the question is, can you predict the Friday petrol price? It is not possible because we have missing value. So the next concept is very important, which is called, clear all those things, which is called clean missing value treatment. We called as, let's go ahead and I can mention missing value treatment. So how do we treatment the missing value? In the data sets, we have categorical data, like this is called text data, and this is also called number data, numeric 34, 45, 67, 55. And this is also called locations. We have some missing values and salary of, and then experience. Now this data set contain, let's go back and we write some of the points here. So this data set contain numerical data and categorical data. So before I missing value treatment, what I'm going to do, I will give you a little bit explanations of the technique behind the technique behind missing value treatment. So let's go back and I'll open one of the, just here, not this, let's minimize feature engineering. Okay, now have a look at it, guys. So I'll give you some of the example, let's say. So I will little bit make it big, or maybe I can control new. Okay, now let's pick this file, make it larger. All right, now let's say 10 degree, 20 degree, oops, 10, 20, 40, and 50. Now control G, 10, 20, 40, or maybe I can say 35, and I can say 50 here. So anyone tell me how to, so we have this data is missing. So let's assume I'll make this into up. Now how to replace this, guys? How to replace the missing value? Anyone in this group? I hope you attend. I hope you know this. Let's say in the data, I have few values, few observations, and let's talk about like 10, 20, 50, 40. Great, guys. So we can apply the mean for this one. So when we apply mean, so what is the mean we found? 30 or not? We apply the mean 30. So this is called numeric missing value treatment. I can say that missing value treatment when the data is number, means numeric. I hope great. So I hope everybody's answered this one. Excellent. Correct. Yes. Now let's talk about, I'll give you another one. Let's say summer and winter and then rainy and winter. So we have another categorical data. Now anybody responds, this is numbers. I hope you can say that we can also implement using three strategy, mean, median, and mode as well. But when we go for text data, so how do we impute this, guys? Yes, we can impute with mode strategy. I hope mean, median, mode, everything understand. So we not talk about much about it. And the reason why I'll give you, let's impute with winter. Let's impute with winter. This is one of the method, and other method is called KNN, K nearest neighbor. Let's say in the organizations, whenever the data we have, the data is relevant with some of the correspondence attributes or not. Let's say this is I called as season, and I can call temperatures. So let's say in this temperatures, let's assume this data set also I can say rainy. Let's assume this part is missing now. So I can say summer temperature is 50 degree, winter is 10, winter is 5, and winter is 5, or maybe I can say that 7, and rainy I called as like, I can call it as 15, and again, winter is 12, and let's say this is 65, or maybe I can say 45, and rain is 17. I hope you can understand. Can you please tell me, so how I replace, what is the part we'll get it, guys? I mean, how I replace with this, which seasons I will replace with based on the nearest neighbor? Summer. Everybody's okay with summer? Excellent answers, because definitely we can understand the imputations, the missing value using help of excellent, using help of nearest neighbor. So season and temperature is nearest neighbor or not? And I'm going to replace with summer as well. So this algorithm, which called as K nearest neighbor. So KNN, which is called K nearest neighbor. Now, let's say if you watch IPL matches, suddenly the power is gone. And what you do, guys, you can ask to your neighbors or not. So the same way, so this is also one of the, but most of the practical part, we can impute with mode strategy. So I'll tell you, so we can understand. So what we learned now, so I will mention if the data is numeric, then we replace with mean, median, and mode strategy, right, guys? If the data is category, then we replace with mode strategy, or else KNN method. I will tell you in KNN method, it's very important. We call it as Euclidean distance metrics. To understand in depth, I want you to enroll the classes so that we'll have in-depth explanations of each and every algorithms with the math formula. It's exciting, guys. So let's minimize and I'll go back to the code now. So let's go ahead and we can do the missing value treatment. Let's continue this. As we see this, we clean all the regular expressions and we extract the numbers to text or numbers to string, and we create a new data sets called clean underscore data. Let's go back. This is fine. Okay. Now let's do this. I can try to do clean data and dot, keep my mouse here, dot info. When you do this clean data info, as I said, actually name is string, category, not object. Domain is category. But actually in pandas, the Python automatic understand it is an object data type, guys. Which data type? It is object data type. Now let me go back and let's to impute to missing value treatment. I will import very important library called NumPy as NP. Here we go. So let's go ahead and we can import another library I'm introduced, which is called NumPy. So this is the package to take care of multi-dimensions array. Multi-dimensions array. I hope understand what is meant by 2 dimensions. 2 dimensions means I will show this up. Let's plot this one. This is called 2 dimensions, isn't it? What we call 3. This is called 3 dimensions. What is multi-dimensions? In the organizations, the data set are stored. Pandas used for data frame, Nami. So this is called 2 dimensions. This is 3 dimensions. Understand? And multi-dimensions. In the data set, if you notice, we have more than 3 rows. No, Nami, I will see, guys. Nami, what I'm trying to say, please mention your questions. I'll talk to you at later part. Are you getting me? Thank you. So NumPy used for multi-dimensions array and pandas is used for data frame, guys. I'll mention this one. And pandas is package or library. We can it take care of data frames. I'll give you in detail. It's a lot of big topics, guys. Might be you need to understand in-depth things when we. Great. I want you to take the notes as well, and let's go back and we can. So I hope understand what is NumPy. So NumPy is used for multi-dimensions array. Now, what is the packages we implemented so far in this entire till today, till up to this time? I used 2 libraries, and this is called data analyst library, and these library called NumPy and pandas. What we do, we try to do a data cleansing, and data cleansing. After data clean, we produced a clean data, and then we and excellent, and then we can visualize as well. Listen to the class at of the day, you guys understand all the topic, and I will show you. You also mentioned one projects in your resumes to get a data analyst call. Just calm down, just understand, and I'll share all the notes to you so that you can practice as well, team. Let's minimize. I hope we clean this now. Let me open the data set one more time. Might be I close it. Let's close this one, open this. Okay. Now in this data frame, clean data, I'll do this clean data dot head. Means head is the method which try to print the top 1 row. I mean in the data set, clean data, when let's go back and clean data, when we check this, we have entire 6 rows. This is multi-dimensions, isn't it? As I told you, 1 row, 2nd row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, 5th row, isn't it? So now 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called 6 rows and 6 columns. That's what we called as multi-dimensions, and that's the reason we call the package called NumPy. Now head 1. Now if you go back, we don't have any missing values in name attributes, so we can skip that. We don't want to clean the file. And in domain, first I will clean numerical data. So first I will clean age part. As you just now I said, in the age attribute, I have how many missing values we have? Two, none and none. Now let me tell you guys what I'm in. If I give you three records, let me write down here. If I give you three records and you say apply mean, you can you take a pen and paper and you take a math computations, isn't it? Mean strategy. And if I give you 3 lakh or 3 crore records, can you do this with pen and paper? It is highly impossible. It is highly impossible. So that's why we need to go for some of the NumPy strategy. And let's go back and we can understand not possible. So what I'm going to do, I will try to clean which attribute? Age attribute. Age attribute. So in age attribute, what exactly I'm going to do? Let's make clean hyphen data. This is the data frame. This is the identifier which I created team. Understand? And I can make it to age, sorry, is equals to, let me copy because this is what we have. But before that, we have this. I wanted to missing this two part. Let's follow this. And what I'm going to do, dot, and we have few methods called fill NA. What is the value, guys? We have fill NA. Fill NA means fill null values. When you expand to this, to help option, shift tab, and I want to see this fill NA. What exactly fill using specific method? What methods we have? And we have many methods, as I told you. Right now we implement mean strategy here, and I'm going to do that fill NA and NP dot mean. Why we apply NP? Because we have NumPy multi dimensions. NP dot mean, and what I'm going to do, there is a logic. I will convert PD dot to underscore numeric, because all the numbers are numeric. And I want to do clean hyphen data. Let's apply the age, because this is a age attributes, and we can, that's perfect. We have 3 1 2 3 open and we clean. Let me tell you guys here. So what I done, I have a age attributes. We have two missing values, and I mentioned this individual attribute name, and there is a fill NA, drop NA, lot of Python functionalities. And I hope when you enroll my sessions, I guys detailed informations about all these things. Np.mean, and let's go back and run this. Run means execute the code. Perfect. We haven't got any bug here. That's great. Let's copy and we can apply it. Let's do this. Excellent. Do you see, guys, what happened? We replace with missing values or not? I hope you're getting my. Let's see. Employee. When we talk about, Nami, just calm down. I will explain all those things, please. Yes, team. Yeah. Now, when we see employee, what happened? We have missing values, guys. Because if you see every file, we create an employee, the data missing file. And now let's go back. In employee identifier, we have missing values. And then, see, now me ask you questions. Any other EDA codes also? Which sessions? Nami, I'll tell you, this is also part of the data science. Are you understand? The way batting is part of the cricket, the same way EDA also part of data analyst journey, data scientist journey, because we are doing a data cleansing. Are you understand? So please, I will let me complete. So let's go back, and we have age and clean underscore data. Do you see, guys? Did you find any differences? So this identifier, this data frame, we have missing values. Now we clean it age. Now, do you salary? We don't have any missing values. Experience. Do you have missing values in experience? Do you have missing values in experience, guys? Yes. Can we apply the same things right now? In salary, we don't do this. Now let me go back and I can follow this to experiences as well. And I will apply the same thing. Let's copy this and I'll apply, because we have clean data, we have experience missing value. Let's follow that, and I will change to exp and exp. Let's go back. That's great. And clean data and then experience. Let's have a look at it. Great. Oops, I'm sorry. You know why, guys, we got this one? Anybody? Because let me change to this one as well. Now, experience. Let's pass here. Let's have a look at it. No, I think I have to kernel, restart, clear all outputs, and I will show this one more time because I didn't change this attribute. So that's the reason I do it. And I have to run once again, kernel, restart, and run all cells. Just one moment. Great. So I need to restart my kernel. I need to restart each and every code. The reason being, I wanted to fill the numerical value, which is experience. But now here I declared age. So that's why it's wrong. Computation's done. Now it's perfect. Now let's clean hyphen data and let's look at this, guys. Yeah, last one, just that's right. So here, get it. Yeah, that's correct. I can reapply, but still the data frame is not changed because we already, once it is done, it is not changed. That's why belongs to which data types are actually is now into data. I will show you, Satya, everything's I'll show you or you can understand. The first thing, guys, are you understand today that numerical imputation is done? So if you follow this numerical age part, we cleaned, experience also we cleaned. Team, I hope understand. Now, so this is based on the, I will tell you that it is an another story. It is an another topics, Mr. Verma. Okay. And you need to have a relevant columns, not irrelevant columns out of that. So what we done, so till now, we can impute missing value treatment done for numerical data. Missing value treatment done for numeric part done. Thank you, Preeti. Now let's go back. What we do, let's apply a categorical part. So in the categorical part, do we have any missing values? Yes, we do. If you see domain, we have, no, we don't have any none values in domain. And I do see that we have locations, we have two null values, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Delhi. So anybody tell me what imputation strategy I told you right now, missing value technique, we need to follow this. We need to follow this mode. And to mode this, as we have locations, now let's create a clean hyphen data. Let's go back and I can say locations is equals to, now I think we done to the, this one as well. You're getting my point? But here, before I change to the locations, I wanted to add one more thing. Let's go back. I will check the data type. I clean data. So let's clean data. And then, see guys, the one who understand it is great. The one who do not understand, no need to worry because I will share all the documents here and then you can start working after the sessions and so that you can understand. This is not a big thing. This is very easy one. And I hope the one you guys have learned for Python and you see a lot of tutorials and everything. And this is very important data cleansing. And so I'll share all the documents so that you can practice as well, right guys? And let's apply fill NA null value and let's apply as clean data. And we have, is this locations? Yes, that's locations. Let me go back to the locations and dot mode, and mode functions, we have one by default index, we need to pass 0 because let's go back and we can check this out. So we need to fill NA, fill null value, clean data, and locations I need to refill. Let's go back and check this. Okay, but if you see this, I might, let's clean data and locations. Still we don't replace, guys. Did you see we have none again? So what I'm gonna do, I'll apply 0. Let's do this. Guys, are you getting my point or not? Mode strategy. So if you see this. Now let's clean hyphen data. See, mode functions. Preeti, I already told you because team, are you getting my point? See, team, I'll humble request, please wait. This is, I will come back each and every of your questions. I said I will answer your question at last because in these sessions, I'll show you some live coding based on real time. Are you understand? So whatever the questions you're asking that is not relevant to the practice. So once we complete my explanations, then I will come back and I'll address to your query. I hope you understand, Nami. Yes or not? So Preeti question is, yes, I can answer. So why we apply mode? The mode we apply because the data is categorical part. I hope understand. So what exactly till now we clean. Okay, this session is all about, let me tell you guys, the session is all about exploratory data analysis, okay, which is one of the part of the data scientist journey. So this is what we're talking. And today's agenda, what is EDA, what is raw data, and we done till now. So we do some of the live practical about the data. Yes, Mahesh. Yes, Manisha, I hope understand. And that's what the session is all about. Are you guys understand? So please just wait for some time and I will explain once again what we done so far. Raw data, we have the raw data and we have missing value treatment. If you follow the file, cannot visualize the data if the data has many missing values. Mm, I'm sorry, but that's okay, buddy. Yes, Mohan? Yeah. And data categorized into two type. One is numeric data, one is categorical data. If numeric data is missing, then we implement mean, mode, median strategy. If categorical data is missing, then we implement mode strategy. I'll give you some of the file. If you see this is missing data with value. Now we fill missing value, which is 20. Now categorical data, summer, winter, rainy winter, we fill with mode strategy. And that's why we done here mode strategy. That's why we done with the mode strategy. I hope everybody's understand up to this or not. I hope everybody understand up to this. So let's go to the next step. Now, finally, we made the clean data. Finally, we made the clean data. What is the clean data? Clean data technique is called so data cleansing, which is very important data analysis. Data cleansing is the process of detecting and correcting corrupt or incorrect records from a record set, table or databases, identify incorrect, inaccurate, irrelevant parts to the data, and then replacing, modifying, or deleting the dirty data, guys. I hope understand. So what we done so far, so till now, we are working on how to convert practically raw data to clean data. I hope understand team. So this is what we've done so far. What is the next step? What is the next part? Now let's follow the next part. The next part is let's talk about some of the data types. If you go back to the code, so I can implement clean underscore data, clean underscore data dot info. So what we do, let's apply info over here so that we can understand. By default, these are objects, guys. By default, it's like clear. No, it's not possible, Mohan. No, you can try this. It is not works out. Getting me? Because each and every data has a lot of wildcards and regex, all those things. So you can try this. It won't works out. I hope you understand, Mohan. Now let me go back and we can discuss this one. So name is an object. I hope understand. So name is a object. I mean, name is a text. Domain is a text. Getting my point? Domain is a text. Now I want to convert the object to category. I wanted to convert this, name to category. So how to convert the name to category? Let's understand. Or maybe age is an object. Age is not an object. Age is an integer. So how to convert Abhishek? Just for guys, I humble request. I'll understand, because just calm down. I will come back to your questions at the end of the day. Understand, Abhishek? To all the students, I hope you understand, because you don't understand what is the impact of the practical. In all understand based on your real time. We face lot of problems while on the data cleansing, and this is what we're doing right now. Are you guys getting my point? Now, what is the next step? I will mention here, name is a category, data type, and then age is a number. Age is a number. Let's open this one now. This is clean. Name is category. What else is category, guys? And here, domain also category. Domain also category. Then age is number, and then numeric means integer. I can also call this. And location also category. And then we have salary and experience. Let's minimize and let's go back to salary also number, and experience also number. But here the problem is, in by default Python gives you object. So let's try to convert object to cat and int. So how do we convert all those things? We need to convert, yeah, name is string. So there is no, you cannot convert to name. So what we do, I can apply, there is a method called as type. So we'll do one by one. So how to convert all the details, guys, and let's check this out. So for example, clean data and is, once we go back to this one, and let me copy this, and I can use this dot as type, not comma, sorry, as type, I can follow to int. You understand? So clean data is not an object, and I want is attributes to, no, not apply to level encoder here, buddy. Level encoder is another topic. I will explain in today's sessions. Understand? So clean data is, I will convert to as type integer, and I hope it is done. Now age also done, and in the data, which is another salary and experience also, salary and experience also. What exactly, guys? This is also I want to convert to int, and I will do to salary, and as a salary as type int. Let's try this. And in the data sets we have 3 columns, which is number. So that's why I'm trying to convert to integer, guys. I mean, these objects will change to integer. So age to experience, just, oops, where is typing? So exp, and let me change to exp. Sorry, just go back. I hope understand. Now let me check this clean data. Perfect. Now clean data dot info. Did you see this, guys? Integer, integer, integer. Are we change it or not in the data? So age is integer. We change it, create to integer. Salary is integer, and now experience also integer. I mean, we convert the data. Mohan, I've been many times asking you, my friend, please do not ask irrelevant questions. So I'll ask all 171 students tonight, even though it's night 12 p.m. Just calm down, I'll address to you. Are you understand, guys, what I'm trying to say? Because if I explain, you learned a lot of things, trust me. If I ask your questions, now you should stop it. What do you want me to, guys? Can I address your query or we can continue this? I wanted to show a lot of visualizations, because I will show how my students mention this type of projects in resumes, and one student got placed in Walmart as well. Are you understand? It's a Mang developer. I will tell you what is the name of, see, I will tell you, because we need to visualize. I will show you the visualization step by step. Are you guys getting my point? Yeah, so please understand and then help us a lot. Excellent. Yes, guys. Now what we done, so by default, my system understand it was object data type. Now what I done, I been convert all the object to int, but here name is object. So let's follow this. I will also change this. I'll also follow what exactly, guys. I need to change this to category as well, but that's okay. So how do we change this, guys? Now as type, let's go back and I will talk about the same follow the same principle. Let's copy, and which attributes we have category. The first one we have called name. So I will change to name. Guys, I will share this data set and code. You can practice. It's very interesting. Name as type. Can you tell me name is integer or category, guys? Name is category or integer? So this is category. So definitely what I'm going to do, I will replace with, as this is category. If I remove this one, definitely I will get bug if I remove the strings. Now quotes. Now let's follow this. Great, it is done. What is another one? Clean data, which is another part, domain. Let's go back and also I will change domain, and let's continue to category as well. Oops, domain as type category. I hope understand, guys. And then same one, let's copy this. Name, domain, what else, guys? Location, isn't it? Name, domain, location, and locations also category. Anything we miss, guys? Now let's apply clean underscore data dot info. Great, category, three category and three integers. Guys, I hope understand now what we done so far. Means in system by default it is generated the object data type. I mean object inbuilt functions are object, but now I've been changed to this one. I hope understand now what we done so far. So we've been let me create a clean data set now. So far we build the code for clean data. We So let me tell you everybody, the one who attended till now. So we have raw data which is uncleaned and filled with lot of noisy characters. What is noisy characters? I called as exclamatory and like hash and cap, all those things. And we use regex, and we apply the replace method, and we apply the extract method, and we replace with wildcard, all those things, guys. Now, and we also cleaned data. We also, and in raw data we have lot of missing values, and we fill the missing value with the help of dot fill na, isn't it? And we apply for number numeric, we implement mean strategy. You can also implement mode, guys. Instead of mean, you can replace with mode. Yes, guys. And if the data is category, we can done with mode strategy. All right, guys. And the next one, we also change inbuilt data type to respective data type, right? Now, what I'm going to do next step is I will create an Excel sheet for clean data. So how do I create? Let's do this. Let's go back and I can follow that. I can say that clean hyphen data. This is what data. What is raw data? So we have raw data, and for raw data, what we done, guys? For raw data, I'll show you in the practical. I mean, as I showed you. Now I can say that clean data is equals to, let's store this data set to my system. So how to do this? And I can use clean data dot to CSV, and then I can follow clean data dot CSV and let me done. It's done, guys. Now I think where exactly I will store the clean data. Now I want to know my locations import OS operating system and then os.get cwd. When you follow this, I hope C uses kdata and we have the file locations import OS and get cwd. So this is the locations. Let me open the locations, guys. I hope did I applied CSV or not? Yeah, we done. Clean underscore data dot CSV. We done, guys. I understand. Now let me go back to my folder, Cody, and C drive users kdata, and let's go to one moment, guys. Did you see we generated or not? Clean data dot CSV. Let's cut this and let me paste here. And now let me generate this. Excellent. I hope understand. I hope understand, guys. So what is the raw data? So this is raw data. And from this raw data too, we generate clean data. Guys, I hope you understand. This process is called data cleansing. And this is very, very important to any of the data scientists, data analyst who can working. You can ask to your friends, the one who working as a data scientist. And what is the next step? I hope understand. This is a raw data and we can convert this raw data to clean data. And this is the process of data exploring techniques and we data cleansing. Once we data cleansing, now which data we'll use for visualizations, guys? Raw data or clean data? Thank you, Kiran. Raw data or clean data? Visualizations, the data. Can we apply to visualize this data or clean data, guys? Raw data or clean data? We need to visualize clean data, not raw data. Everybody please respond me. Everybody please respond me. So we need to use for clean data, not the raw data. Are you understand? Now, if the data is big, I want you to apply this data set to Tableau. Now Power BI, now EDA, R, everybody you can use this. But before that, before we go for a visualizations, I will explain some of the techniques of, let me go back to my screenshots. Understand? So clean data, guys. I hope understand. So till the time what we covered, what we understand up to this 1 hour and 1.5 hours, we discuss only one point, guys. What is the point in exploratory data analysis? Just one point we understand. This one we cleared. This one we cleared. This one we cleared. This one we cleared. Team, everybody's clear. All 160 students who attended today's workshops. Yes or not? Now I'm giving you practically everybody, guys. I hope you in detailed explanations I'm giving you with the code so that everything is clear. Now what is the next step is pending? Next 10 step is pending. And I will tell you all those things in detail. So the one who not understand, this is completely live in YouTube. So I want you to, you get any day you can watch and practice along with me. So you will get EDA data sets and this presentations. I will see, guys. That's what I will say. I'll give you at last, Nami, not now. Let me, because YouTube is not complete. Are you understand? The session is not complete. Can you please stay with me till another 1 hour, please? Yes, I just request everybody to, are you said okay or no? If yes, then I will complete rest of things. Can you please stay with me? What is, I'll show you visualizations, guys. Very interesting. Because in IPL matches, we see visualizations after six, after four, after ones, after out. So very interesting. Excellent, guys. So let me close this. Let me close this. Now, what we done so far, I will tell you this part we completed, this part we completed, this part we completed, this part we, can we go for create clean data set for predictive model? Are we create clean data set or not? Are we create clean data set, guys? Now up to 5 points we completed, guys. Now let's go back to next point. Let's go ahead to now listen to this, guys. I'll need some of time and then I'll address your questions as well. Now the clean data sets we're ready now. What is the next step? Variable identifications, very important. Now, what exactly next step is variable identifications? Let me go back to this one. Now, so far we generated raw data to clean data. And now my data set is cleaned now. Once the data set is cleaned, let's visualize, and then we'll talk about predictive model. What is predictive model, guys? Let's say the predictive model in the sense, let's say Monday, the weather, it's a pretty warm. So Monday, the temperature is 25 degree. Tuesday, the temperature is 30 degree. Wednesday, the temperature is 35 degree. Now you need to predict what is the temperature for Thursday. Are you understand? What is the temperature for Friday? So are we need to predict Thursday and Friday predictions or not, guys? That's what we called as predictive model. Are you getting my point? No, that's might be correct. That's might be wrong. Yes, Verma, I hope understand. This is called predictive model, right, team? Now, let me go back to univariate and variable identifications. Variable identification in the data set is very important to choose right. Yes. So right machine learning algorithms, variables or attributes or features are split into two types. Now, let me talk about, a lot of people must don't know what is mean by, let me next point, variable identifications. In variable identifications, what is meant by variable? So I can say variable means in Excel sheet, we also called as data set. Getting my point? In the data set, we have column names, and these column names we called as variable or attributes or feature. I hope you understand, guys. Now, from the Excel sheet, and these variable can be categorized into two parts. The first one is independent variable. What is this, guys? Independent variable. And another one is called, we can also call as, just one moment. Okay, so just control S. Independent variable and then dependent variable. I hope understand, guys. Now, what exactly independent variable? So yes, I will just let me complete this. What is independent variable? We also called as non-target variable. I will give you in detail later part, and dependent variable also called target variable. And all machine learning algorithms born from variable identification. How? I will give you one of the example, guys. I hope you can understand. See, in a variable identifications, let's say I'll give you one example. You have 1 crore rupees, guys, in your bank account, or maybe 50 lakhs, or maybe you wanted to purchase the house. You talk to the builders, and to buy the house, do you think you need to look at these aspects or not? Let's say your name is XYZ and B is DF, and 100 square feet house and 200 square feet house and 300 square feet house. So before you buy the house, definitely you will check that does your new house, whatever you're going to buy, is that nearest to office, is that nearest to shopping mall, is that nearest to school, is that nearest to metro? And so here, did you end of the story, if you purchase the house, then the house is yours, isn't it? So I mean to say that, look at this, variable identification is very important. To build machine learning algorithms, it is another story. I want you to attend the demo so that I hope you understand. And variables or attributes or features are split into two type. One is independent variable, also we called as non-target. I'll show you practical as well, guys. Just wait. non-target variable, non-predicted variable, and also dependent variable, target variable, and predicted variable. Now let's understand this data sets, guys. So square feet, does office is nearest to the house, shopping mall is nearest to the house, school is nearest to the house, metro is nearest to the house, play group salary house is nearest. And once you purchase the house, I hope you understand, guys. So here the purchase is called dependent variable and rest of them called independent variable, guys. I hope understand. So purchase is called independent variable, means the house buying is depends on square feet, office, shopping, schools, metros, playgrounds, salaries, and all those things. Team, I hope you understand. So I'll give you in detail on explanations of this. Clear, guys? So now let's talk about dependent variable is mostly, so we understand what is independent variable and dependent variable. I'll give you a small examples. I hope you understand another example because these things required a little bit example. Now let's, in a family, so I can make it to red mark. In a family, we have father and we have mother and we have brother and we have sister. Now let's talk about, let's assume mother is a housewife, all right, and she take care of two kids, and brother, I mean, he's studying in fifth grade, and the sister, she's studying in eighth grade now. Now father, who is dependent variable? Now can I say, so father is dependent variable because mother, brother, and sister, they are independent because they are depends on father, guys. Team, I hope you understand. Team, I hope understand. So here I'll give you a small example so that you can consider what is independent variable and dependent variable, guys. So here in a family, let's say family is a data set. In the family data set, so we have four attributes. What is the four attributes? Mother is one attribute, brother is one attribute, sister is one attribute, father is one attribute. We have how many attributes? Four attributes or four variable. Now definitely mother, brother, sister depends on father because father has to pay the school fees, to house rent, to house EMIs, to other loans. Are you guys understand? So I'm giving a small example to understand what is dependent variable. Now in machine learning, we have a concepts called regressions. If dependent variable is continuous, then we called regressions, guys. And in classifications, if dependent variable is binary, then we can understand what, guys, it is a classification. So we have set of algorithms, we have regressions algorithms and versus classifications algorithm. So this is again in another topic. I will come back later part, guys. So here what I'm trying to say, machine learning use case and algorithms born from EDA variable identification. Okay, clear, guys. Now, right. Now, next topic, univariate and bivariate analysis. I will give you, let's go back to the code. Univariate analysis. What is univariate analysis, guys? If you notice this, guys, visualization is clean hyphen data dot columns. So how many columns we have? Name, domain, age. Now let me go for visualizations, guys. For visualizations, we need to import the two packages called matplotlib and seaborn. For visualizations, we need to import very, very important library called matplotlib and seaborn. Understand, guys? So let me import the same things here. So to start the visualizations, guys, here, and I can say that import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, import seaborn as SNS. Understand, guys? The two packages. This is See how many packages we imported right now in entire workshops. We imported NumPy, one package. Guys, stay till last. I appreciate your time. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little bit more time, but all those things is real time, and I'm sure you're gonna learn a lot of things from today's sessions, and you can implement in your projects as well. I'll show one data scientist resume who got placed in Walmart. Are you clear, guys? So that the sessions is not for theory, theory plus practical, and non-technical students can also understand the sessions, guys. Please stay with me. That's only one thing in the life. Patience is very important. Now, important like we implement matplotlib and Seaborn. How many packages we introduce, guys? So let's talk about NumPy, one package we imported and we done. We analyzed the data with NumPy done, pandas done, matplotlib and Seaborn. So this now. So here, let me give you a little bit NumPy we use for multi-dimensions array. Now, pandas we use for data frame. And then matplotlib we use for visualizations and Seaborn we use for yeah, this one, buddy. Show above other apps. Close. I close it. Clear? Okay, great. Now it's fine. I don't know which is recording for. Okay. Now Seaborn, let's implement this. Now let me tell you, I wanted to import warnings because I need to say that import warnings and warnings dot filter warnings ignore means I hope understand why I'm writing this, guys, because I hope you understand this one we mentioned for visualizations and this one we writing for advanced visualizations. Advanced visualizations. Now I hope you understand why we're writing this if filter ignore warnings because in in Microsoft Word documents, in Microsoft Word documents, whenever we write something, do you see a red line under the line? A red line you will get in words or not. And once you get what you do, you click right click and then you ignore it or not, guys. You ignore the warning. The same way, these packages we installed in the operating systems, when every month the operating system patches are updated, some of the virus, I mean, not, I mean, some of the kernel it will impact. So that's why we ignore these warnings while visualizations. Now, clear, guys? We call two packages now, matplotlib and Seaborn. Now, what is the next step, guys? We trying to, I will talk about clean hyphen data. Understand, guys? Now let's assume clean data salary, clean data and salary. Now let's do visualizations. This, guys, I'll say visualizations one is equals to visualizations one equal to SNS dot dist plot. One of the visualizations called dist plot, and let's pass this. And I hope understand. Let's go back to this one. Great. Are we get this graph or not? See what exactly I'm saying. If you look at this, right click and open images, new tab, guys. Did you see we have this part, salary of an employee? So now let's go back and we can see this here. Which SNS means what, guys? When we talk about SNS, we use for Seaborn. SNS, that means Seaborn, as this is advanced visualizations, guys. Now let's go back to the salary. Salary starting from 5,000 to 60,000. What is the salary minimum point? Minimum salary is 5,000 and maximum salary is 60,000, isn't it? Now let's go back and we can understand rather than I show the data in Excel format, can we visualize the data like this or not? So did you see, if you notice this, guys, minimum salary starting from 5,000 to 60,000. But here we have these gaps. These gaps means there is a no data point the salary is given. Tima, you understand what I'm trying to say? Yes, guys. We visualize the data in form of visualizations with the help of data analysts. This is the work of data analyst. Analyze the data in the form of Excel data to visualize, and we can understand. Clear or not, guys? Now, if I ask you, can you please tell me? Yes. So great. That's great. So we have now. Let me tell you. If you see the code, we visualize the data with how many attributes? One attributes or two attributes, guys? One variable or two variables? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overall, in the data set contain 6 variables, isn't it? From the 6 variables, I'm using only one variable. Can I say this? So this concepts in statistic we called as univariate analysis. In school days, I hope you remember, guys. Uni means one, bi means two, tri means three. If you notice this, uni means one, bi means two, and then we can call it as tri means three, and we can say quatra means four. I hope you understand. So what we understand today, univariate analysis. Guys, give me 30 minutes. I think we will close and visualize the data using one variable is called univariate analysis. I hope in interview they will ask, guys, when you give data analyst interview, some of them, the questions you get as, what is the difference between univariate analysis versus bivariate? Now, anybody tell me what is bivariate analysis, guys? What is bivariate analysis, guys? Visualize the data using two variable is called bivariate. Can I say this? Can I say this? Now, in interview, someone asks you, what is the difference between univariate, univariate plus univariate can split into uni plus variable is called univariate. Bivariate can split into bi plus variable. This is called bivariate. Uni plus bivariable. I hope you understand, team. Everybody's clear. And this graph we called as distributions plot. What is the name of the graph, guys? Distributions plot. I hope you understand, guys. I hope you understand. So now for accent, no, this is y-axis is not, I never mentioned in the code. In y-axis is given by your package, Seaborn package. Are you understand? In y-axis is given by the package. Now I'll give you one of the example. Let's say there's a 3 child, guys. First, second, three, four. 4 children we have. First children I gave 10 chocolates. Second children I gave 20 chocolates. Third children I gave 30 chocolates. Fourth children I gave 40 chocolates. Or maybe I can say 31s again. Now let's plot. If I plot using one variable, I hope you understand. Now let's plot two variable. Now to two variable, I can say that 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's say 10, 20, 30, 30. Did you see? Now this is the data point, and this is the data point, and this is the data point, and this is the, now how my graph looks like. It will looks like that, and then it will looks like that, and then it will looks like that. Guys, are you understand or not? So this is the way we plot, and if I connect a line to all the dots, this is called distributions plot. Team, are you understand? This is called distributions plot. Great. Now let's close this and let me plot. We plot the univariate analysis. Now can we plot? Now what I'm going to do, the graph is a little bit low in size. I want to increase the size. I want to increase my graph. So I want to increase my graph. So I want to use as, there's two things like plt dot rc params. So because this is one of the functionality which you must need to, and this is called figure. So figure, figure dot fig size, and then equals to, let's say, height of the graph. I want to make it to 10 and I want to make it to 6. Let's do this. Oh, matplotlib. Okay, so maybe why I'm getting this RC params. Now let me take this one. I think P is capital. Perfect. Now P is capital, guys. Let's do this. Visualizations 1. Now, did you see if you compare this one and compare this one, the graph is increased or not? Let's open images, new tab. Let's consider two graph, guys. Let's look at the output screen. In the output, let me minimize to 125. This is by default size given by the code. And now I increase my graph size. Now this is Seaborn. This type of graph we called advanced visualizations. Now, what is the package we implement? SNS Seaborn. If I go back to PLT, I will get an error. I'll get an error because this Seaborn, this Matplotlib does not have a functionalities called distributions. So we need to call to SNS. What is SNS? Look at this, guys. Here I defined Matplotlib alias name of Matplotlib, SNS alias name of Seaborn. Shortcut name you called as, guys. PLT is shortcut name of Matplotlib, SNS is shortcut name of SNS. Understand, team? Now what is the next step? If you see the data, let me visualize the 10 and yes, 10 height and 6 width. That's correct, Preeti. So what we go next step? So we plot univariate. Now, can we plot bivariate or not, guys? Can we plot bivariate? Once we do the univariate, and let's go ahead and do the bivariate analysis. For bivariate analysis, but before I go back, I wanted to introduce what is outlier treatment. What is outlier detections? What is meant by outlier, guys? I mean to say that I'll give you one of the example. Let's do this and then we talk about it. What is outlier? Let's say I have two groups, group A and group B. In the group B, all girls are girls group, and this is boys group. One person entered to the girls group, he is a boy. So the boy is called outlier, or we call anomaly detections. In the boy group, if girl is there, then the girl is an outlier. Team, I hope you understand what's meant by outlier. Now I'll give you some of the examples. So let me show this here. I'll show this outlier so you can understand. But before that, I'll give you some of the examples. Just one moment. Look at this, guys. Outlier detections, also called as anomaly detections. This is very important in machine learning model building as well. And this will impact many classification algorithms like logistic regressions and KNN. Now, let me tell you, all EDA is part of the data science or machine learning model building. In statistics, an outlier is a data point that differs significantly far from other observations. I mean to say that we have blue group or green group. In the green group, we have two data points as outlier. How many outliers we have in this graph, guys? How many outliers? Two outliers. I hope everybody's understand. And now let's look at it. I have few persons, few cartoons we have. She's 30 kilos, 30 pound and 35, 40, 50. Now there is a person whose weight is 300. Who is outlier now? Who is outlier, guys? 300 is outlier or not? Yes, team, I hope understand. But if you, yes, 300 kilo is outlier. And I'll give you another ask some of the questions like, can you please respond me? What is outlier, guys? If we go back to images, can we call these outliers or not? One data point is here. Can we call outlier? And I hope understand in this data, in this graph, this point is outlier. In this part, this point is outlier. But if we show you in this graph, do you see outlier? Yes or no? In this graph, univariate analysis, do we have outlier? Very, Sahu said no. What about others, guys? I will give you one example. Let's do this. If the customers waited, yes, very good. So if the customers we have, guys, let me show you the clean data. In the clean data, just go back to the code. In the code, see 5,000, 10,000 till 30,000 we have perfect data. But see 10, 5 is neighbor to 10, nearest to the 10. 15 is nearest to 10, 20 is nearest to 15, 30 is nearest to 20, and 60,000 is not nearest. Can we say 60,000 is outlier or not? Team, I hope you understand. Now, in interview question, if you attend data analyst interview, if you see this, do we have outlier or not? Just look at this, guys. We have this outlier. And I hope understand this is also we called as anomaly detections. Now, in interview, if someone asks you how to detect outlier, how to detect outlier, and the answer is, what is answer? By by visualizations technique. And what is the visualization techniques? We have dist plot. We done just now dist plot, LM plot. Let's do this. So let's go ahead and we plot bivariate analysis now. Let me go back. And I wanted to plot the two variable analysis now. So how do we plot this, guys? Visualizations one is done. Visualizations one is done. And also, so this is called, let me plot another plot, which is called histogram plot, histoplot. So visualizations 2 is equals to, I can say, I can say plt dot hist, and let's apply clean data. And for salary, now, do you have outlier or not now? It's more crystal visible. Yes, Anas, that's right. Can we say outlier? Yes, team, yes, students, yes. It's detail because 30 is neighbor to 20, 20 is neighbor to 50, but 60,000, it is a clearly far distance from other observations. In statistics, we called as there is a data point which is very far from other observations. That's why we called as an outlier, and also we can call as anomaly detections. I hope understand. Now this is called salary. Now what I'm going to do, let me copy and I make a visualizations 3, and I wanted to make experience. Do we have outlier in experience or not? Do we have outlier in experience? Yes, because if you see the data set, if you see the data set, we have a student experience is 2 to 5, but 10 who is, it's not y-axis, buddy. So only one variable we're using. So this y-axis generated by the Seaborn package. Yes, I will tell you, Anas, what exactly. So this called is univariate analysis. I hope understand, guys, what is meant by univariate analysis. Everybody's clear or not? Can we go ahead and do bivariate analysis? Can we go ahead and do bivariate analysis? Now let's say visualizations 4 is equals to SNS dot LM plot, linear model plot. I said, let me shift the tab and let me a little bit increase this format, shift tab, and I go back to the data here. So because it's saying data, I can say data is equals to clean underscore data, sorry, clean underscore data. Bivariate means how many variable we're using, guys? Using two variables, so two dimensions, isn't it? Two variable means two dimensions. One is x-axis is equals to, I can say experience, okay? X-axis is experience, and let's talk about y is equals to salary. So two variables, right? Now let's plot. We get great. Let's copy and open images new tab. Guys, I hope you understand what is meant by bivariate. I think it's interesting now, isn't it? Now I hope it's clear what is meant by univariate, bivariate. And do you see outlier over here in this graph? Now you look at this x-axis. In the code, we pass two variable. One is x dimensions, one dimensions. One is other dimensions, which is x-axis and salary. So do we have outliers or not? Yes, guys. So this is called visualizations, guys. I mean, in this graph, we can plot only one variable. We can plot only one variable, which is salary. In this part, we can apply experience and salary. Both we can implement, isn't it? Both we can, and we have only one outlier. So in interview questions, if someone asks you how to detect outlier, can you say by visualizations graph? And these are the plots called. Now, if you see this, let's take a shift tab and I can say this. Now, if you say there's a lot of parameters we have, what is the parameters? I will talk about this, guys. I mean, parameters, let's say in the car, we have wheel, steerings, headlights. These are called parameters of the car. Are you understand? So let me talk about if we have German car. So German car have like BMW one parameters, Audi is another parameters, and Volkswagen is another parameters. Guys, are you understand? So this parameters also we called as argument. Now I want being a non-technical, or I hope if you're technical, it's great. If you're non-technical, understand these examples will help you a lot to understand all the important technical concepts, guys, right? Clear? Now I wanted to use one of the method, one of the parameters over here, visualizations 5 is equals to comma fit underscore reg is equals to false. Do you see what is the difference between this graph and this graph, team? This one and this one. Did you find any differences? Did you find any differences? This is called regressions line. What is the line, guys? The line we find out here and the line we didn't find out here, and we see, did you see we have outlier or not? What is outlier? The data point which is very far from other observations, that's why called as outlier. Now let me go back and let's copy and visualization 6. If we apply, then it's called true. Clear? Now how to create a regressions line, a reg line, and what is the equation of this line? Can we say let's implement the math y is equal to mx plus c? Isn't it, guys? I will tell you because we don't have much time, so I not get into deep all those things right now. So if you attend, I will tell you how to attend, and I hope you get the link. Everything's you can find out, and you can see the classes under Naresh IT, and you can talk to the admin for any further questions, guys. Yes. Now let me go to another one. So what is the next step? Now let me go back to the final steps. What we understand like univariate, bivariate. What is correlations, guys? So the last part, yeah, both, Abdul, both it will work. So correlations means visual the graph using one variable is called univariate, visual the graph using two variable is called bivariate. Understand, team? And range of the correlation is 0 to 1. If you see the pattern, we see, guys, for multiple regressions, we have multivariate. For multivariate, what is, if you have more than, can we visualize more than two variable? Can we visualize more than two variable? So the answer is yes. And there is a concept called heat map. There is another graph. So this we'll talk about advanced. I'll explain later. So not right now, guys, because we have few things to cover. All right. Yes, I hope you understand the questions, which Abhishek. Yeah, buddy. Now the next part. See, this is called correlations. I'm going to talk about another interesting part we called correlations. What is correlations? Correlation mean, I'll give you small example. So just listen to this. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Monday, the gold stock is 100 rupees. Tuesday, the gold stock is 200. Wednesday, the gold stock is 300. And if I plot the data point, can we got this concept is called positive correlations, means every day both variable are correlate with each other because father and mother both are correlations. Understand, guys? And students reading score, writing score is correlations. Are you understand or not? So this, if you plot the pattern like this, that concept's called positive correlations. I wanted to explain this, guys. If the pattern like this is called negative correlations. This is, I want you need to understand in depth of the concepts. Just understand at this moment. If you graph this way, that means this is positive correlations. If the graph this way, that is called negative correlations. And we're done with outlier detections also. And the last part of today's session is called variable creations. Now let me go back. And we understand univariate analysis. Is it positive correlations or negative correlations, team? The graph which I'm presenting right now, look at the pattern. If you see the pattern, is this positive or negative? Positive or negative? Very good, everybody, all 130 students. positive because one variable is impact to others. One variable is salary is depends on the experience. Am I correct or not? If you're a freshers, you get 5,000. If you're 10-year experience, you get 60,000. So definitely these two variables are definitely correlate with each other. I hope you understand, team. That's great. Now let's go back to another one. Let's go back to another one. LM plot we done. And so guys, I hope understand. So what is the next one? The next one is called variable. The last two part of the today's session is called variable transformations and variable creations. Variable, what is mean by that? The next step is we visualize the data also, guys. See, let me listen to me. So we have raw data, and we raw data to we convert to clean data. And once we convert to clean data, what is next step? We visualize the clean data and we discuss what is relevant attributes, what is and irrelevant attribute. What is mean by that? For example, student pass the exam, student height and weight does not matters. Am I correct or not, guys? So this is relevant attributes or irrelevant attributes. Those are irrelevant attributes. I hope you understand. So I'll give you some of the examples. Let's look at this. To purchase the house, to purchase the house, to purchase the house. All right, guys. Do you think a customer's skin color, customer's hair color, customer's height, and customer weight is this important attribute? No. To purchase the house, it doesn't matters your height, weight, and skin and hair. I hope you're getting my point. So these concepts we called irrelevant attributes. And what is relevant attribute? To purchase the house, this we call relevant attributes. I hope understand, guys, what is relevant and what is irrelevant attributes. Now the next step is before we build machine learning model. Okay, before we build a machine learning model, your machine is not understand. Let me go back and I'll show you the data set. Clean underscore data. So your machines doesn't understand your name is Mike, your name is Terry, your name is Umar, your name is Jenny, Uttam, Kim. Are you understand? For machines does not understand what is Mumbai, what is Bangalore, what is Hyderabad, what is Delhi, isn't it, guys? Am I correct or not? I need to transform all the categorical variable to numerical variable, and these concepts we called as imputations. In data science terms, these concepts we called as imputations. Guys, I hope understand or not. Now I will tell you how to, so how to impute the data. But before that, I hope you understand. You guys talk about slicing or not. Machine learning from data, that's correct. Now you can also clean data. Do you know slicing in matrix data frame? We can use this. So let's say if I want to print top two, what I need to pass, guys? Can we say two here? Means print the element, print the line item for next two, guys. I understand. See, 0 and 1. So I want you to attend my live classes. So I hope you understand in detail. And let's go back. And if you want to print the line items from second row, just have a look at it, guys. I understand. And now I want you to print the Umar only. So let's copy and let's go back and see. What is the mean of this, guys? Empty slice means you will print all the data set. Empty slice means you will print all the data sets, isn't it, guys? Now I wanted to see, let's say, copy this and 0 to 1. Can you please tell me how many rows I will print now? How many rows it will print, guys? 0 to 1. The first row, isn't it? The first row, excellent. Now I can say clean hyphen data and let's say 0, comma 0. Can you please tell me what is output now? 0, comma 0. What is output, team? 0, comma 0. We get error. So now let's go back. definitely we get error, guys, because here we not find any output, guys. Error. Excellent answers. I hope you're getting my point. Now let's talk about 3. No, it not get output because key error 0, 3. Getting my point? Great. Now let me, so this is also a, I mean, Python data structures, data type. I hope you learned all those things. If not, then please enroll the class soon under me. So you have learned lot of learnings and many people got pleased as well. Now let me complete this projects today and then be heading toward the last part. So let me talk about what I said. I have clean underscore data. So this is all data sets we have. Now, as I said right now, to build a machine learning algorithm, these, what is Mike, who is steady, your machines doesn't understand. I want to impute this data to number. How do we impute this categorical data to numerical? Those concepts we called as what concepts, guys? Imputations techniques. But here, how to find out this data which is independent, which is dependent, guys? Every in the world, everybody working, excellent, Dhananjay, everybody working here. Mike working in data science, his age is 34, location Mumbai, his experience too. Can we say salary is dependent variable or not? Salary is dependent variable, yes or not, team? Yeah, salary is dependent variable and rest of them are independent variable. Now how can I split the data into dependent and variable? Now let's do this. Let's split the data set into dependent variable and independent variable. So how do we split the data into dependent variable? Let's follow this. And I can say that, so we can do this here. And let me talk about IV. What exactly I can say that, guys? X underscore independent variable is equals to X underscore independent variable is equals to, from what is the indexes locations here? What is index locations, guys? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you please tell me which is independent variable, guys? Except this is dependent variable, rest of them independent or not? Now my question, if I drop salary, can we say rest of them are independent or not? If I drop salary, then rest of them are independent. So how do we drop the salary? So let's close this and I can say that independent variable is equals to, let's clean underscore data and let's apply salary. And which axis, guys? We have axis 0 means call row and axis equals to 1. Let's go back and we check this. Not callable. Just one moment. So clean data, comma, axis equal to 1. Why? Anything is missing here? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to apply dot drop. Dot drop. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I'll come back. Dot drop. Let's apply to dot drop now. Let's go back and we can clear this. Let's check this. Understand, team? Now, what we do, let's clean hyphen data. This is total data set. Now let me go back, copy. Did you see? So salary is removed from here. Are you understand, guys? Now I can also say that, X IV dot columns, clear, clean underscore data dot columns, CULUMNS columns. Did you see one variable is dropped? This is independent variable. X is 1 means column, X is 0 means row. That's why. So if you apply, you can try while you work, you can try with X is 0, you get error. Now let's do from the clean hyphen data, what I'm going to do, I will make independent variable you created or not. This is independent variable. Now let's create a dependent variable. Y hyphen dependent variable is equals to from clean underscore drop, clean underscore data dot drop, which exactly we have, guys? let's copy everything and let's apply here. You understand which part I don't want? Which part I don't want, guys? Dependent variable. Are you getting my point? Dependent variable. Let me, I don't want salary. If I remove rest of them, then can we say this is dependent or not? I hope getting my point. And then comma x is equal to 1. Let's close bracket. And let me check this out. And here y underscore dependent. Great. I hope we split the data into dependent and independent variable. Look at this, guys. Finally, cleaned data, okay, comma x underscore independent variable, comma y underscore dependent variable. Okay, clean data. I hope it's not. You'll get one by one. Let's follow this. Clean. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Clean data. And then let's check this. Do you have clean data or not now? Yes, this is clean data. X underscore independent variable. Great. Y underscore dependent variable. What exactly mean by it? Now, before we build a machine learning model, we try to split the data into independent variable. Means to predict the salary, okay, you need to check which domain, age, locations, experience also matters. So that's why this is a dependent variable and independent variable. Now, let me go back, clean data. So as I said, machines does not understand what is meant by mic, what is meant by data science. Let's impute these data to imputation techniques. I'll give you some of the things, guys. As I said, let's look at this. We have summer, we have winter, and we have rainy. Understand? Your machines does not understand what is meant by summer, what is meant by winter, what is meant by rainy. So we have three class. Summer is one class, winter is another class, rainy is another class. Now for three class, I'll create a three classifier. Summer is one classifier, winter is one classifier, rain is one classifier. Now summer and summer, the output is one. Summer and winter, what is output, guys? 0 and 0. Can you tell me what is output for this now? 0, winter and summer 0, winter and winter is 1. Guys, are you there? Winter and rainy, this is called 0. What is third one? Anybody response, please? What is response? What is the third one? Very good. 0, 0, 1. Now, do you understand? Your machines does not understand summer, winter, rainy, but now we impute to 100, and I hope understand. Let's apply the imputation techniques, guys. So how to apply? So there's a many techniques I'll tell you later part. Now I'll talk about imputations is equals to pd dot get underscore dummies. We call it as dummy variable. What we create, guys? We create a we created dummy variables, and let's pass clean underscore data. Now let's check this imputations. Do you see, guys? Now look at this. Let's minimize. Let's minimize age and salary. Understand experience. See, this three is numerical data. So age, experience, salary, numerical data. Now let's convert to name. How many name we have? Mike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now can we say 6 names are created or not? Jenny, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you understand? In the first one, we have name Mike, and Mike is replaced to 1. Mike is replaced to 1. The second one is Teddy. The Teddy is replaced to 1. Did you understand, team? Now go back to the next one, domain. In the domain, how many domain? We have domain analytics like data analyst, one domain, data science, another domain, NLP is another domain, statistics is another domain. Guys, I hope you understand. And now how many locations? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 locations, Mumbai, Hyderabad. Now let's go back. Bangalore locations, Delhi locations, Hyderabad locations, Mumbai locations. This concept is called imputations techniques. Yeah, this concept we called as imputation techniques. I hope everybody's understand or not. Now we have many methods of imputations at this moment. It's long. I take a long sessions, guys, and I would highly appreciate the one who stay. And so far, So far, what we understand, let me give you a little bit summarize. So today, so what is the next step? But before I'll talk about in these workshops, what we understand, what is raw data, how to clean data using Python packages like pandas and NumPy. We see live coding, understand, and how to visualize the data using Matplotlib, Seaborn, and how to convert one data type to other data type, univariate analysis, bivariate analysis, variable identifications, independent variable, dependent variable, outlier treatment, how to fill missing values and categorical values, and variable creations with the help of dummy variable. And we do live coding. Above step must required before to build a machine learning model building, guys. And finally we create a clean data set. What is the next step? What is the next step, guys? Next step, we split right now, as in the practical, we split the data into independent and dependent variable. The next step is we need to build machine learning model building, and then test the model accuracy. Once we test the model accuracy, pass the future data to the model generate the future predictions, and then we do some of test cases, first level of test cases to compare future predictions with the live data, and we continue 3 level of test. And of test cases are passed, we need to go for a deployment. What is meant by deployment? Do you remember when you go to the websites, you write anything, and you are in a Flipkart Big Billion Day, it is you're predicting the next iMobile cost is going to increase 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 10,000. That's called we build a future predictions as well. And evolve after deployment, we need to retrain the model with new data. And final step is to automate the ML model. And all those things in organizations, they used these steps largely. Everybody's clear or not? Now, as this is the projects, this workshops, we build lot of what we called, we build lot of advanced things, guys. And I hope you understand. I want everybody to understand in-depth and detailed concepts of data scientists. Please enroll my live classes, and thank you. And I want to thank everybody, the one who joined today's workshops. And I will show you my one of some of the students how got placed in Walmart as well, how we make resumes for the students. I'll give you in detail. Let's go back, and I'll give you a little bit heads up on how the placement done under my training programs. And look at this, a lot of students are placed, and I hope some of them join today's sessions as well. I can figure out them. And so just let's wait for some time, guys. Let's file to be loaded. Almost like these professionals already, you have these students already placed, guys, with the large offers to understand in depth of. I want you to attend the live demo which is going on, and I will show you some of the offer letters by my students. She placed in Walmart, and I want you to show the resume. So how I help them to make a resumes, and what are the concepts we can make. Uh, just look at this. I'll teach all these algorithms, and just now we talk about exploratory data analysis, isn't it? So we talk about Python, R, and then did you see technical? And then she's a non-technical background, electronic background to data scientist. In the span of 4 months, everything she done, guys. And these projects, we build these type of projects to get a job offers. And I will stay and talk live in my live demo sessions, guys. I hope everybody's understand today's sessions, and it's hands-on, it's live coding, and I'm done in front of you, and it's all based on real time. And that means this step is very important, and you cannot learn these steps in 1 day workshops. It requires minimum 2 months to 3 months. In 3 hours only you learned a lot. I'm sure when you stay with me for 4 months, you're gonna plenty of learnings from my side, guys. I hope everybody's clear. All right, guys. Okay. Now I will just one moment. So I hope it's very interesting sessions, and I would appreciate, and this notes also very important, and a big thank you to the students. Big thank you for the learners who can join today's workshops. And trust me, I hope you a lot of things you carry away for today's sessions, guys. Workshops. Big thank you, guys. And truly, in the life, patience is very important. You are a patience, guys. Definitely, you will get an offer. But one condition is if I guided you. If I guide you, then things are possible. If I not guide you, things are not possible. Many sources available in the Google, YouTubes, all of them. But what I'm trying to say, so you need to be have a back on someone, mentors, and some of the students who already enroll my lot of classes and look at the live. Lot of them plays. Do you get to know when you attend my live workshops and all the shops? I mean workshops, you get it. I want you to reach out to the admin, my admin, Naresh IT admin. You can ask whatever the questions you have. So thank you for patience and let's talk some of the students. Just wait for some time. Yeah, so you will get recordings by tomorrow and you will do also practical things. One moment, I will store this. Um, do you want me to store this codes or not, guys? A big thank you to all. Let me create a PDF or HTML file so that you can be I wanted to share this one. When you practice, trust me, you will gain a lot of knowledge from the practical part. And I will go back to let's minimize and file and download as HTML file. Just wait. I will talk to everyone. Just stay with me. Now downloads and copy and desktop. I do take a lot of workshops, guys. You can ask, you go to YouTube and you can find out my names. You find out multiple projects as well. We've been done on live. I want you to refer to it and just to wait for some time. Workshops, EDA and code, and this is called what we called EDA live coding workshop. Great. Now I'll minimize. Thank you once again, and let me talk to you as well. Sushil, what is the difference between data scientist and data analyst? Sushil, question is, Sushil, will you see my screen? Data analyst, you need to require SQL, Python, EDA, Tableau. You are eligible for data analyst. Data scientist to eligible, you need to learn SQL, Python, statistics, machine learning, NLP, deep learning. Understand, Sushils? Right. Now, one moment, I will answer to Asif and Sai, Nagarjun, Dhananjay, Sudhir, everybody. Okay, now unmute you guys. Any questions, please, one by one?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Dhananjay.
Sir, my question is, sir, how you will select dependent variables? Sir, in place of salary, we can
Wait,
also take
so the first thing, let me tell you, the first thing depends on the business, right? Let's say you play cricket. You know cricket match, right, Dhananjay?
Yes, sir.
Let's say when India and Australia match. So India win the match or lose the match. Can we say dependent variable or not? We are playing everything's based on the dependent variable. So to understand this, you need to get in detail of business understanding. You need more example to grade all those things. Are you correct? Are you clear, Dhananjay Singh?
Yes, sir.
Great.
One more doubt, sir. In place of get dummy, sir, we also use
Label encoder. Yes, you can use level encoder, one hot encoder. Also, you can pass. We have another techniques, but at the workshops, as we spend a lot of time, so I just use only one variable. Understand? Our sessions, are you exciting? Good session, Dhananjay?
Yes, sir. Very excited, sir.
Great. And you learned a lot, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, now, okay, who else, guys? Now, yeah, Venkata Naresh, I just unmute you. May I please, what's your question? I cannot speak with you. Asif, unmute you. And Dhananjay, we spoke. Sudhir, unmute you. Please go ahead. How may I help you? You raise your hands. No, Sudhir, I want you to apply data scientist. Are you understand, Sudhir? I want you to apply data scientist because that would be the advance of data. What we do, data analyst, we analyze the historical data. Now, once we analyze, what is the next step? We predict the future. Yes, Sudhir, to predict the futures, we need to do all the ML models and everything. Sudhir, I hope you understand. Unmute you. Thanks, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, sir. Hello.
yeah, Sudhir, please.
Sir, actually, sir, I have already completed my Python training from Naresh IT,
Hmm.
and sir, also working on real-time project that is voice assistant.
See, where you working in the organizations or yourself?
Myself, sir.
Myself, how do you say it's a real time then?
Sir, actually,
I
I'm
will tell you,
learning.
see, I will tell you
Yes,
all
sir.
these things. Yeah. So today's sessions, are you clear? I mean, how exactly data cleansing and all those things, right? So there, unmute you.
Yes,
Great, great. I hope your voice is cracking.
yeah, sir. Network interruption.
No problem, no problem. Okay, yeah, you can understand more things from the demo as well. You can reach out to, you can listen my demo. It's absolutely free in the YouTube. You can go and find out and you can understand. You get to know what is meant by real time.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Sudhir.
Yes.
Thank you. Asif, unmute you. Okay. So some of questions, let me talk about. Sushil, I hope you cleared. We can access today's note. Satya, I will check with my admin. If they will allow, they can get back to you, Satya. How can we get that HTML file? Krishna Namana. So I think once my admin team, I will share the data to admin and they will post. But for that, if you go for enrollment as well, you can get all the files because I will explain more. This is just a part of it. You have plenty of things. Understand, Krishna? So please share these PDF slides and Excel sheets. That will be great help. Mm, okay, so I will share. I might be share the download files and maybe you will find this. Please share the PPT. They are very useful, sir. Thank you, Jackie Reddy. I will share all those things. I will inform my admin to give them up. Okay. Yeah. Come training in Python. Okay, we already discussed downloading link of PDF. See, YouTube, it's going on. Live is going on. Are you understand, team? So it's not complete. So I cannot do myself. I have to follow some of the permissions and then. Okay, sir. How did you choose rainy summer season? See, when you Amna, I will tell you. So let's say we have three, I mean, you have three friends. Let's say A, B, C. Can you say A is one, B is two, C is three? Yes, Amna. The same way, machines doesn't understand any other names. Machines understand only ones and zero. So that's called classifier. That's called with machine learning algorithms. Understand? I need to learn data science. Yes, please. What I want to do, I want you to talk to my admin Preeti. Then you understand. Great. Himangi, then MCA in data science. But MCA in data science, do you learn practically? Do you build clusters models, neural networks? And we have many sessions in upcoming. Also, I'm trying to planning a lot of workshops. It's absolutely free for all how to build a neural networks. We see theory and practical, but a little bit patience in the live patience. I will take more time to explain all those things, guys. So I'm doing data analyst. We have to do projects for the projects. Which novel website should I refer? Sushil, there are many of the websites. The first website is kaggle.com. I want you to refer to that because entire world's data scientist that refers to is because the Kaggle repositories is, I mean, available for multi languages. So please guys, Preeti, you can get it tomorrow. But I'm not place. See, placement is not Himangi. Placement is not somebody once you learn the course, come and take the placement. If someone asks you a questions, you have to speak. Understand, Himangi? Not any other institute will speak. No matter what, how good you are learn, you have to speak and you have to communicate about your projects. You have to explain to them. That's what the placement is done. If get the offer is easy, everybody in the world get placed. Am I correct? So placement, see, placement might not happen immediately, but definitely happen. So whatever the offers you get in your hands right now, please get in and slowly, slowly transit is possible. Himangi, are you clear or not? Send the downloading. But guys, I'm telling you, see, just now the it's not complete. So once I complete, I have to send, right, Dhananjay? Hadoop Hive data science. Yes, it is required. Shah, I hope you attend the session as well in my demo session. And I hope you attend the classes as well, right? And I'm already getting into it. Yes, how to get the notes. Uh, I will talk to the admin about it and I'll send it to you, Kiran. Okay. How can I join the program? So I want you to please talk to the um, admin, Naresh IT admin, and you talk about my name. I hope you get it. Where will you share, sir? I will share, my admin will share some of the QR code and you will find out everything. All right, Jaman, switch to IT sectors. I've done Python course. Very good. Kulkarni, as a freshers data and required skills. Yes. See guys, jobs never be understand freshers or experience. Let's say I have some questions. In interview, if you answer the interview questions, then you selected. Please, can you help me about the placement because my college didn't give any placement. Himangi, no company gives you placement. Are you understand? No college give you placement. No institute give you placement. Everybody will say, I'll give you placement. You have to pay 5 lakhs. So let's say you pay 5 lakhs. Will you get offers? Not at all. Till the time, let me tell you, all the fingers are connected to brain. So the moment when we type, it's linked to the brain. So we need to learn and then practice and keep applying job. Then only placement is happen. Himangi, are you clear or not? So please, where is live in YouTube? So you get to know, go to Naresh IT and you can type EDA by Prakash Senapathi. You get the link. Saurabh, are you clear? What is the batch to after the workshop, sir? Mohammed, I want you to talk to my admin. Okay. Why we need to change the object into integer categories? Krishna, there's a two things. Now, when you build visualizations, see, as rule says, we need to work on left side, right, Krishna? And some of people work on right as well. So it's nothing happened, but there is a rule. The what rule says number, we need to go for number, numerical data. Understand, Krishna? I hope you understand what I'm trying to do. I hope clear. Okay. What is the need? I told you or not? Need is nothing. It's not important, right? It's not important. But still, let's say there is a boys row, girls row, right? Sometimes girls will come and sit in boys. Is there an impact? No. But the minimum common understanding is boys place boys has to be sit. Yes, Krishna? I'm 2022 pass out. So what? Apply, prepare a regimen, apply. Jaman, I want you to go to YouTube and please type workshops by Prakash Senapathi. I hope you understand all those things. And maybe my admin will paste all the many companies I read JD, they want experienced candidates. That's correct, Kulkarni. Definitely. See, it also matters. Let's say you have a coffee shop and you wanted to run your coffee. You need experience of freshers. You need experience. So being a freshers, you learn the skill and whatever the jobs you get into it. And after you migrate to data analyst and data scientist, so I'll show you some of placement. My lot of students already placed as a freshers. Let me show you, and along with the company and along with the packages as well. And see, look at the some of the, I have all the proof, but I don't want to show right now. Junior data scientist, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. Let me tell you. And some of the senior also 8.50, data analyst 4 LPA, 3.9 LPS data analyst. Sifan, name called Firoz Alloys Private Limited. And other one is called junior analyst, data analyst in TCS Santosh. All right. Some of the freshers also, highest package in my training program is called Sayed. He's from US and he transitioned his career from mechanical to junior data scientist. And some of students, I mean, he fly to Canada to get the place and the placement is done with a good offer Canadian dollar. I mean, a lot of things. And some of internships also my students getting with stipend of 20K. Rishabh, I hope understand. So it's not that it's not placed. People are placed. People are not placed as well. So the students who are not placed, I want you to be patient and calm down. So the time will come. So definitely when I started my career, I also not placed. I spent some time and career does not require. So that's why if you attend my sessions, you get to know the real truth behind placement and exact truth, what's exactly going on in the market, guys. Right. Everything in object, that's create. Python is object oriented programming language. Yes, Krishna. Sanjay, I think my next batch is going on evening 7:30 p.m. You get the link, and I hope you attend this one, guys. Right? How much time we can be data scientist? In how much? Honest, it's all depends on you. You be data scientist within 3 months. You need to do any master become? No, no masters required. Just come, just in 4 months course, I'll make a resume and you can apply. That's it. I keep giving interviews. One day you get offers. Many companies. I hope Kulkarni, are you clear? Okay. Now let's talk about Punit and Ram. Unmute you, and I'm gonna wind up the sessions today, guys. Actually, it was
Hi,
duration is 4.5 months. Yes, Ram, please go ahead.
yeah, any non-technical background candidate also can do this.
They all are non-technical, Mr. Ram. I
Okay.
will tell you. So, as I said, I have. Did you see here? They have 6 years career gap. They have 7 years career gap, and they come back and they learned. And recently, my one student, she placed at Blue Yonder and junior data. The batch is going on. 6 p.m. batch is going on, and let's see. Once you enrolled, my students, we create a like Google Classroom. My admins will create a Google Classroom and how people. And this is once you enroll, this is what the sessions will be created. And let's share with you some of the students placed right now. And look at this. I team. Let's congrats Bhavika who received. She worked as interior design. Finally, all works paid off, and a lot of students started wishing her. Understand,
Thank
Ram?
you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kulkarni. I mean, actual 4.5 months, Sanjay. Okay. Puneet, unmute you. And I'm going to stop. Yes, sir. Thank you. I clear my doubt. Excellent.
Hello.
Jaman, yeah, 1 second, Puneet. Jaman, what I want to do, just wait for today. Once I close the sessions, what I want, you will get the link from admin. You get everything. So you can talk to them. Clear technical questions. I'm here. Non-technical, please reach out to Naresh IT team, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Puneet, I'm sorry. Last persons. Any question? Oh, I think, did I unmute you or not? Chat, where is Puneet? Yeah, unmute you, Puneet. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Sir, can I get the video link because my internet was not.
Sure, Puneet. I mean, you will get the entire YouTube link by tomorrow. Okay, you can reach out to the admin, call them up. They will give the number. Go to Naresh IT. You can see the admin number. You can ask the link. Okay, or else you can get it from there. It's not in the video descriptions. You find all those things. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Sanjay, I do teach data engineer because data engineer, every company has a different process. Data engineer, data scientist, everything's they have. So in data engineer, we will build Hadoop and how Hadoop we can extract the data. All those things I'll explain in the class. Sanjay, are you clear or not? Okay. Yes, I do teach. I'll teach PySpark. I will teach. I want you to attend the demo, guys. Then you can understand in depth of it. Thank you, guys. Have a good day and good night. And thank you for stay with me such long sessions. Excellent. I'm signing off for today. Have a good week. Bye team. Thank you.